Hi, I am Cesar Santos. How do you make a career as a painter, as an artist? And what is your relationship to the gallery system? The role of galleries to show art has been in place since selling and buying art has been around. I think of the Medici family as the ultimate art promoters. And imagine young Michelangelo showing his interest for drawing, going into churches, making sketches, trying to have a dialogue and connect himself with local artists, and having the opportunity to study under Ghirlandaio, who had a very connected workshop with artists that were developing as craftsmanship at that time. And this is important because you see an individual, young Michelangelo, detached from the system at first, and you see him trying, going to places where they're studying, trying to get better at his technique, and then getting connected with his professor. So you see there is a slow growth throughout until the Medici family asked Ghirlandaio for two of the best pupils. Then we see Michelangelo showing his effort and putting himself in a top position to be recommended to work and be sponsored by the Medici family. So you see that there is a hierarchy there that he's climbing, and other artists were doing it as well. The same way artists working today move upward by going from show to show, from gallery to gallery, and during the course of their career, just like any other company, let's say a successful company has to develop a client base, connections, and that is what makes it more successful, because they're creating a good product, more people find out about it, and they carry you upward in society. Similar to other businesses, an artist creates a stronger collector base and showcase in more important venues. They become part of important collections and have access to bigger projects. So an art career moves upwardly, slowly, steadily, by having opportunities presented to you and doing the best you can with those smaller at first opportunities. Our career moves step by step, incrementally, deliberately, over an extended period of time. If you study the biographies of successful artists, you will see that there was a progression, a struggle at the beginning. Since you are right now in a specific point in time with your career, that's what you have to consider first. You have to start where you can, not where you want at first. If you see an opportunity, if you see an offer, take it and do the best, make the best out of it. Because if you succeed in those little events, more opportunities will come and bigger doors will open. The advantage of studying in a well-connected art school is that you get in touch with people that are already in the art world, that are more advanced than you. And you have the opportunity to meet gallery owners. For example, when I was studying at the New World School of the Arts, one of our teachers was a prominent gallery owner, well-connected, who would show artists as they graduated and exhibit them already in a well-established gallery. He never worked with me, but I had the opportunity to see how the system worked. And I have to thank my school for that. I also realized at that time that my artistic interests didn't match the school's expectations. I felt like a counterculture figure because I wanted to bring back the high standards of the masters of the past, of our history. And in a way to kind of put me down, they were telling me that I was too safe. But what is more safe? Following the rules of the system and creating art that they were kind of preparing me to create, or dropping out after my fourth year, almost about to graduate, quit my studies at a university and move to Italy, travel the world and look for these traditional, well-founded principles that created the great masters of the past. I was taking a risk, actually. To be fair, it is definitely true that if you attend an important and well-connected art university, you get in touch with curators, with art critics early on, and they can help you advance in your career if you put in the work. In contrast to, let's say, the traditional academies who are more detached from the mainstream art world, and sometimes they don't know how to help their students move forward in their career, even though there are new galleries that are helping promote this new wave of artists. But if you are isolated or detached from the art world, or maybe being against it, being self-taught, that even makes it harder. In these situations, you have to show where you can and move up the ladder. If you find yourself detached from the art world, don't expect to be part of it. So I would recommend getting yourself involved in an artistic community, going out to openings, putting your name on the mailing list so you can be aware of what's going on. Who knows who you will meet that will inspire you and better connect you. Social media is another aspect to think about because it can give you a lot of likes, a lot of comments, maybe some independent sales, but is that the cultural life you want to have? I personally love to go to art show and see what's going on. Most of the time, shows are organized by galleries, not by artists. And that made me realize and think that if I want my work to be well presented and exhibited to the public where the people can come and relate and react to my paintings, it's best if I create a strong, healthy relationship with the best gallery I can find, with the best gallery owners, the dealers I can find, so that we can work together and provide the best result. I understand that social media is a great tool to show your images, to put up information and show your artistic moves, but it doesn't have that cultural weight. I don't believe it will end the gallery system because people are social and need human contact, and art has to be experienced in person in order to get that total inspiration. Even though individual artistic expression cannot be part of a hierarchy, because the fact that self-expression and creativity by definition has to be outside of the norm, a career as a painter or as an artist do belong to a certain hierarchy. That's why galleries don't like and don't get artists that walk in the gallery and show their portfolio, because it's not about how good is the art. That's beside the point. In order to show at a good gallery, you have to prove that you are a professional, that you and your form of expression, your art, are unified, are a perfect match. Quality is only one aspect of the career. Then there is your resume, your reputation, your attitude, your experience. So galleries won't make your career, they will show it. And it's time to wrap this video up. If you want to take off like a balloon with hot air, don't take the elevator, you gotta take the stairs.